Marcus Jordan is the name of this man.
Marcus Jordan.
Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan, obviously, is
Yeah.
his father. And he looks like fell in love with a certain woman. And it just seems like it's one big coincidence, I guess, is what they're trying to put it out as. But let's take a look. Let's load up a video of what his father thinks first. And then we can get to what he said recently and what she said as well.
And his father is Michael Jordan, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. Michael Jordan is the father of this guy.
Before we get in this video, just real quick, if you don't know who Michael Jordan is, he's probably the greatest basketball player of all time. He's truly the GOAT. What he has accomplished in his lifetime to be a billionaire and to be a man, he's a leader, truthfully. He actually is the captain, because a man can still provide and put all his kids in a position of legacy. But this is this man's son, and I really want to know what's going on. So let's get into this video.
Yeah, we're going to start with Mike first. He looks like was getting ready to go somewhere or leaving some event, and paparazzi was there like always, and they asked him a question. This was about 3 months ago. Let's see what he says.
This is Michael Jordan, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're going to start with him real quick.
Let's get into it.
Michael Jordan does not approve of his son dating his former teammate / rival's ex-wife, Larsa Pippen. So, Michael Jordan was out in France, and he's leaving, he's headed to his car, and somebody screams to him, "Michael, do you approve of your son Marcus dating Larsa Pippen?" And he kept it short and sweet.
No. He definitely does, and he knows that Daddy's disapproval will only make him get deeper in.
It was like a hard no, too.
If he feels that way, you don't think he'd show it because he's a very strong guy.
It shows how much he hates Scottie Pippen. Yeah. To MJ, it appears that his dislike for Scottie Pippen attaches to everybody Scottie Pippen has been married to or liked.
So here's my question. Given what he just said, what's his relationship like with his son these days?
Well, his son's relationship is good enough that his son runs the whole store, the Michael Jordan store in Miami.
What?
Like the cash register? Your dad.
All right, we're going to pause right there. And so that's a little snippet of a few months ago, I guess in France. Michael was asked about this relationship that his son, I think it's his oldest son, has got into with his ex-teammate, who seems like they got a beef, or I think Pippen's just a hater now. I don't know what's going on exactly, but he's writing books about it. His ex-wife, who's been getting around since, and she coincidentally found herself with Michael Jordan's son now. So, do you think that's a coincidence before we play the rest of this here?
No, I don't. I think when you follow the Kardashians, it puts you in a different room of celebrities. I think the Kardashians are probably the biggest family in America for entertainment, right? So everybody wants to be their friends because everybody has a mission to be someone. And that's why I tell men, you got to be very careful. If you're getting with a woman who has ambition to be like Kim Kardashian, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter if she's a 9. It doesn't matter if she's a 10. It doesn't matter if she's a 6. You're not going to control her. You're going to lose that power. So you must be smart on the woman that you look for, because they're going to play you. They're going to do you like this woman, right? Here's a woman who was with a man for 20-some years. And she committed to this man, but Scottie Pippen probably is boring. He probably not that guy. He probably is not like Michael Jordan. He's probably not like Future.
So he grew up in the country. He's a country dude.
So some women, when you want to be in the rooms with Kim Kardashian, you can't fuck with a guy like Pippen. You just can't. She want people like Future. All women want Future.
So some peer pressures, you think what happened to her? Hanging around
I think
with
yes.
her
I think
friends?
when you kick it with the wrong women who are successful and they fucking everybody that's famous, it puts you in a room to want to entertain it. And you don't care because you was loyal to a man for 20 years. Let's say if you was loyal, you didn't give your body to a whole bunch of men. Now that you're hottest and you're rich as hell, you want to go out and have fun. You want to go back and get your 20s and your 30s back. That's the issue. She missed out. But the fucked up thing about it is you're going after a 32-year-old man, you know, is a legacy to a kingdom. I see your move.
Well, there's a lot of guys have a legacy to a kingdom, but specifically him, out of all people, what a small world.
Listen, man, Michael Jordan is a kingdom. This woman is positioning herself as if this is chess to get close to the kingdom. If you corrupt a 32-year-old, how old is she? I don't even know how old is she.
She's 49 now.
49. Okay. She's 49
age gap.
years old. She's 49 years old, about to be 50. Fuck that. I'm going to say she's 50. She ain't 49. She's 50. A 32-year-old man with a 50-year-old woman. You already successful. Why do you want to mess with the 32-year-old? Why are you taking a woman who should be at 22, 23, 24, dating this man at 32 at his highest position? Who are you to come in and take another woman's spot? You had your turn. You fucked up. You had kid after kid. And now you're going to take this man who's in a position of a statue. That's what his father is a statue. So he's going to inherit his father's kingdom. And y'all 20-year-old women should be pissed off. Y'all should be throwing shots at this woman.
I think she gives I think they kind of speak on why in this next clip. So let's play and see what they say. I know that if this was the other way around, a lot of women hate this when a 50-year-old man goes for a 20 or 30-year-old woman, but this is the other way around. So I want to see what they say, and then we could go over how you feel about that real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Entertainment.
Well, there's no mess. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like that. I don't want the smoke. I want none of that. I just want to be happy. And I feel like together we make each other happy. Yeah. And it's not like, I know I've read things online that basically people are like, oh, she's trying to get back at her ex and I'm like, it's none of that. It's like, I've never been that person. I would never, ever in a billion years try to, do that. That's not my intention. But if you meet someone and you have a great connection with them and they make you happy and you fall in love with them, then that's what it is. It's not like, it's not like we're hurting anyone. It's not like, we're just both happy. So I think people should just be happy for us. Yeah. The same way I would be happy for someone that found love. Like I am a romantic person. I would be happy for them.
Charlotte just got married, by the way.
I did. Yes.
Congrats. Yeah.
When's the wedding, you guys? And
speaking of which, how about you guys?
Exactly. It's in the works. This is my go-to saying right now. I don't think we have like a date. We're still talking about locations and party size and all of that stuff. So it's not really concrete yet, but it'll happen.
Marcus, do you want your dad to give a toast at your wedding? How does this work?
Yeah, look, I was the best man at his wedding, and the best man at my brother's wedding, and so obviously we'll keep that tradition going. Is my thoughts on it.
I want video cameras there.
Now that I've been on the Housewives of Miami, all the producers are inquiring around, when's the wedding? Are we gonna film it on TV? Yada yada yada. And so that's another thing that we're kind of playing along with is whether or not it will air.
What are you leaning towards? I mean, and what is it like being on that show? And your love is so real, but you guys also are so intriguing because of who you are. So what's the balance there?
Obviously, look, we're very private people, the Jordans, and so if it was up to me, I think we would do maybe multiple weddings, one private for our family and friends, and then maybe there's one that's a little more public. But I guess time will tell.
Yeah, I'm noticing Larsa is very diplomatic about this subject as well.
It's not my story, you guys. I don't, when you were talking about I don't give up names, I kind of don't feel like, I don't really want, like, if it's my story about me, I'm very transparent, I'm very open. But when it's someone else, I feel like I try to be sensitive to someone else's feelings,
All right, so let's pause that. So the wedding's in the works. Multiple weddings are in the works. And of all people, I guess they got a tradition in the family, so it makes sense. But Michael doesn't approve of this relationship, so you would think he wouldn't approve of a marriage. And he wants him to be the best man when those multiple, weddings occur. How do you think Mike feels about this? You think this is like a little inside joke that they have together, or is he actually going to show up and not object when the preacher asks if anybody objects? Raise your hands now.
We'll see. I don't know. I can tell you this right now. I truly think Michael Jordan's against this completely. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? But you can hear how his son talk. He sounds like a fruitcake. He doesn't sound like he a man of power. He sound like a Stephen Harvey. He looks like a Will Smith. He ain't no B. Jordan. Nah, man. This dude is not the guy you need to run your kingdom.
Gotcha, bitch.
He doesn't get that power. And for him to even operate and think that he can get with a woman that I'll give it to her. She probably I will say, what would you say, Robbie?
She's a mastermind.
I mean, of course she's a mastermind, but she hasn't fucked that many men. I mean, she fucked a lot of men, but she hasn't. She hasn't fucked 100 men.
That guy smashed the guy who just said
He belongs to the streets.
I mean, she probably fucked 20 men in her lifetime. I'll give her that. Compared to the women at her age that's past 500, 300, 200. Okay? But he's obsessed with her. This is what a simping is. When a guy is simping and not carrying this woman's statue of what she's been through. He doesn't care. He's looking at her. He's going to a job and looking at somebody's application, and it's horrible. But you still hire her because she looks good. This is what our society is. They see a hot chick come in, they don't care if she can't read past the 3rd grade reading level. They still hire her because she got big boobs, she got a nice ass, and she's attractive. So they want her to be an object. This is what America is. We're sexualizing women, and women are profiting. So it's control, bro. She's in a position of power. He's the simp. And it's fucked up. And Jordan, let me tell you something. Even if they get married, I guarantee you Michael Jordan is not going to give his royalty business to his son so this woman can inherit his fortune.
I'm sure he's going to get his own lawyers involved to get a prenup together. One thing we didn't show on this, though, he did say that he spoke to his father. It's a very long interview, so we can't show all of it. But he did say he spoke to his father, and his father basically told him, you're a grown-ass man. You should know what you're doing and basically figure it out. So I don't know. I don't know where he stands.
Listen, I don't think Pippen like Jordan. I don't think Jordan like Pippen. And I truly think where it comes from is because when you compete and then you have the greatest player of all time constantly getting the credit, it puts you in the background. It puts you in the back bleachers. And Pippen doesn't feel he would have been successful without him. And that's where it starts from. But you got to keep in mind, when Scottie Pippen was winning championships with Michael Jordan's son was like 5 years old, 6 years old.
Damn it.
And here's this woman who's fucking with this child. He's 32. He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. But she's come on, man. She's going after the money, period. And it's smart. She's trying to be Cleopatra. Bitch, you're not Cleopatra. You're not. You're trying to be Cleopatra. If y'all don't know Cleopatra history, she's going to attach herself to the best outcome for resources so her kingdom can reign. This woman is intelligent. She's not stupid. Why you women out here fucking all these men, giving your body and your treasure away to weak-ass individuals, weak men, losers, getting pregnant, 21, 22, 23, 25, 27, 30, 35, and these niggas leave you after you get pregnant. You ain't even had the baby yet. They leave you before they move out. At least she's going after a kingdom. So is it fucked up? Yeah, it's fucked up. But she's moving 3 times ahead of you because she follows the Kardashians. And Michael Jordan, he's in a position where, trust me, he's going to have lawyers and shit. His son, if he goes through this marriage, and I heard they trying to have a baby. A 50-year-old woman trying to have a baby with a 32-year-old man. She's trying. Let me tell you guys something before we get into the next video. Because we're going to get back on this subject again eventually. I don't think he realized when you get married to a woman, if your worth, and I truly believe Michael Jordan's son has $30, $40 million in his bank account. I truly believe that. He probably got 50 million cash in his bank account. His dad's a billionaire. I mean, he works for his family. And they're very private. But he's rich as hell. Okay? And I don't think he understands when you get married to a woman, if you're worth $40 million, automatically she takes $20 million of your money. The problem is you have to prove in court. Now lawyers get involved and it gets very ugly. It's a war, okay, on both sides. And a woman's going to walk away with something. So by getting married, you're putting yourself in a position to be shot and killed at all times. It's very dangerous. And why is this woman trying to entertain marriage? Why don't you not just don't marry him and have a relationship with him? And let's see what happens in 5 years. Let's wait 10 years. And then you guys get married because the level of it is not fair. It's not fair, right? She's attaching herself to a man that she can walk away. Now, they get a baby, right? Because I heard they trying to have a child. Now, listen, just listen to this real quick before we get out of this video. And Michael Jordan knows this. Michael Jordan ain't stupid. Come on, man. Michael Jordan's a captain. He understands chess, okay? All right? She gets pregnant at 50 years old, 51 years old. She has this child, okay? She's going to be 70 by the time this child is adult. And he's going to be in his 50s. You think they still going to be together? She's going to be wrinkle old. And he's still going to be considered a top-tier man, even at 50. Because most men are top-tier by the time they're in their mid-30s, 40s, or 50s. That's when you hit your success peak as a man.
Maybe she'll leave once he turns Scottie Pippen's age when she left. And
No, she's not going to leave him. This is her last
She'll
shot.
be 70 looking for another 30-year-old.
She's not going to leave him yet. This is her last shot. Nobody else want her. She's a body count. That's all she is. He's a simp. She's a body count.
Especially not somebody with money.
You think
like
Future want her? No, that was a body count. That was a body.
He did what you were supposed to do.
That was a body. That's it.
He did what you're supposed to do.
Fuck a good-looking woman at 47, because that's when they fucked around. When she was 47, she looked good, man. She looked better than 90% of you women out here. It's just a fact. Her body's amazing. So for the average guy who's 25, 27, he's going to look at her as a trophy. He's not going to look at her as a wife. He's not going to take her serious. He's just going to look at her as a motherfucking Twinkie. You know what happens to a Twinkie. But the point what I'm making is, listen, before we get into the next video, because our time is limited. If he's worth $20 million, automatically she gets half. If he gets the company of Michael Jordan, listen, man, listen. I know you're a champion, you the GOAT. But listen to me. If she gets a piece, say it don't work out in 6-7 years, and he gets a piece of Michael Jordan company and he gets an asset of $700 million. Do you know she's rewarded half of that wealth? So he's playing a dangerous game. You're not going to beat America's system that's built to defeat men. It's built to kill us. Go to a shelter. The first thing they give to a shelter is a man or a woman. I mean, a child or a woman. They don't give shelter to a man unless it's room. The child goes first and then the mother. We live in a society that it's against us. I tell all men not to get married. And if he truly loved her and she truly loved him, she would tell him, give me like 7 years of let me showing you I'm submissive and I'm not like Kim Kardashian. I don't have ambition to be a billionaire, and give me 7 years and then you can marry me. She's not doing that. She sees exactly the future. And you guys got to be very careful with women like this because she's another Jada Pinkett. For real. Very dangerous.
All right. Moving on.
We will get back into this video, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In the future, because
when the wedding happens.
Yeah. Let's see.
He's very committed.
Let's see if Michael Jordan shows up and be the best man.
He's going to show up.
I think so.
It's his son.
But
otherwise, if it wasn't, he would.
Hey,
I mean, come on.
If they have kids, what would that make?
Well, Jordan's going to be the grandfather,
oh my
right?
God.
And Pippen, I don't know. What is he going to be? A second cousin? I mean, his kids and her kids are going to be cousins.
Can you imagine? Listen, can you imagine how Scottie Pippen feel right now? His soul is shooken. Oh my God.
They could be sons and cousins at the same time.
Bro, I would never want to be Scottie Pippen right now. I would never want to be it. That's dangerous.
Yeah, he's losing this battle.
He's losing it badly.
That book wasn't good enough to make up for this.
Bro.
This is checkmate right
Scottie,
here.
bro, stay dating young 25 and 30-year-olds. You will find your queen to be. I recommend you just disappear. Stop talking. Just be quiet, bro. Because the karma doesn't look like it's in your favor. It doesn't. It's coming back to you and it's biting your ass. This nigga, baby child, conquered your wife. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.